I'm Wayne McGregor with Target Tracker TV. This is our prototype target, and what I'm going to do is we've got the Springfield XDM 9mm. We're going to do some test shots with that. We've been shooting it so far with 223 at 308. We are getting a little blowout of the back, but the self-healing part in the front works great. And as far as the maintenance goes, you just have a little spray can and dab it over where your shot locations are. That's about it. So we're gonna do some testing with some 9mm, and it's all full metal jacket. Any kind of round that has that's designed for hunting or expanding will not be good for the target, and typically full metal jacket ammo is less expensive, so you use that in your training rounds. So the firearm that we're going to be using today for this test is the Springfield Armory XDM 9mm. It is unloaded right now. And the nice part about this is really the fit, and I tell everybody the same thing every time: get a gun that fits your hand, and this fits my hand very, very nice. You have a slidable release right there, so it locks it into place. And I actually have some nice safety features on it as well. There's a little pin in the back, so when the gun is cocked, that means the trigger can release, and what that does is it tells you that that's good to go. And then on the top, when there's a round in there, this little dimple comes up and will show you that there's a round in there. So really a really safe gun to know what's going on all the time. The other part about it is it's got a rear safety right here, so your hand has to be in the proper place to engage the pistol, which is kind of nice right off the bat, especially with students and beginners and things of that nature. And the next part is the two-part trigger. So I'm going to get real close so you can kind of get the idea of it. So right here in the screen, hopefully we can hear it release, but you pull and then you get to your tension point, and then there's the release. So two-part trigger, nice setup, real easy to use, very comfortable, but that's going to be really based on you, the shooter, and how your hand is. So we're going to get to work. We're going to be testing the prototype target right here, and just kind of watch. We're going to put some rounds through it. When shooting, always have the proper eye and ear protection. So you always want to protect your eyes and your ears, of course. And we're going to do some testing on this target. So the first thing you notice in the testing of the target, the round hits, and then basically it expands. It looks like blood marks on the target. This is designed to start with the desensitizing either law enforcement or military, so hopefully if they go to war or combat or anything happens prior to that, they've been desensitized a little bit, so maybe PTSD won't affect them. That's kind of the whole thought process in the design of this target. So we're going to just keep shooting away, and once again I want to thank Federal Premium Ammunition for donating the ammo for us to use for the testing. So there's one mag. There's mag number 2. I took all headshots that time. All body shots. All headshots. Let's take a look at the target. All right, so these are all 9mm shots. You can see all the headshots. There's a graze right here. I kind of want to check that out. So we got one that went through here, grazed through the neck a little bit. Pretty cool. Other than that though, it looks like it's designed and it's doing exactly what it needs to do. So we just have these little penetration marks on the chest here. Of course, there's going to be some blowout on the back, but you know, when it's doing the self-healing part in the front, that's actually exactly what we want it to do. And then let's take a look at the reverse side of this target. So on the reverse side of the target, this is also from yesterday. We shot it with 308, 223, did a couple hundred rounds of each. So we do have some blowout coming. I think a lot of that is when the round hits, especially with the 308 and the 223, maybe it's gonna hit and turn. And but that's okay to blow out the back, just as long as we always have the self-healing properties in the front. If you look at the headshots with the 9mm, not very much damage at all. So overall, the target's working great, and just some quick target maintenance, and we're gonna shoot it next with the Springfield Armory M1A loaded 6.5 Creedmoor, and the rounds for that are designed for hunting, so it's definitely going to tear the target up, but we know that ahead of time. And then what we do is just some quick target maintenance. Spray can. And just like that, you're ready for the next shooter. So, super easy to use, quick maintenance, low cost solutions. And like I said, our goal is if we can help desensitize people a little bit for military and law enforcement, and it helps them through the process if they're in a bad situation, they have to use their firearms, then hopefully they're a little desensitized to it, and it'll help them, save them from PTSD down the road. But as always, stay tuned, be safe, and shoot straight.